I can't find the words to explain to you how good these pro gamers are.
He's actually stimming his units as he leaves the base. He's trying to get so many other players' space that there's not even time for the Phalanx to finish.
Naniwa's got his army split up. He's got one attack on the right-hand side. Another chasing down the army. Storm's come down.
These are the best of the best in esports history. And Hux starting to blink forward as the Zealots are removed. The supply goes in Hux's favor.
So much energy. Where did that energy come from? Tanks desperately trying to target fire down Queens.
The Archon's moving forward. A lot is going down here, and only Colossus left over.
He's starting to get some feedbacks down. He's starting to advance forward. Another vortex.
There's the blink forward, trying to get underneath those Brood Lords. Oh, he sends the vortex.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening from the MLG studios here in New York City, and welcome back to the Winter Season Showdowns. It feels like it's too long since we've been up here on the desk casting some StarCraft 2. Heart of the Swarm and Beta, of course, where the winners of Best of Fives get all expenses paid trips to the Winter Championship event in Dallas, Texas. My name is Axel Toss. I am joined by Axab. How are you doing today, good sir?
I'm doing excellent. I've been waiting for this matchup.
I know, me too.
There's been, we've had so many great ESF matchups so far, but to be honest, well, they've been really fun to watch. A lot of them have been pretty one-sided.
Yeah.
This matchup, I can't guarantee it won't be that way, but TVT is my favorite matchup. I haven't yet seen a world-class TVT yet in Heart of Swarm. This is our first of the Winter Showdown series. Our second, but the one before Innovation versus TY.
That was an entertaining one.
Yeah, it was entertaining, but Gumiho and MKP, I think, are going to put on. It's going to be great.
A clinic. These could very well be very epic games. Of course, guys, tell your friends. Take advantage. We're live right now. Go to teamliquid.net, reddit.com/r/StarCraft. Spread the word and have a conversation about these games because they're pretty awesome, and we're so happy that you guys are joining us. Of course, if you miss it live, if you missed any of the games that have happened so far in the Winter Season Showdowns, they are available right now on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/official MLG SE2 in full 1080p. So again, no excuse if you don't know what you're talking about, if your friends are having a conversation about it, but you're not having a conversation about it. That being said, let's do a little bit of a recap and a look forward as far as these matches are concerned. Of course, Creator with a 3-0 over Nestea, very convincing. Equally as convincing was MVP's 3-1. Oh, there was a great game in that one. 3-1 victory over Curious. Seed with a 3-0. Okay, MVP was a 3-0. I'm trying to think of
Seed
versus that was game 2 from yesterday.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now my mind is slowly starting to form back together.
In fact, after this match, I'm going to go rules of engagement on Seed vs Sniper.
Yes.
It's going to be an absolutely amazing episode.
Yes.
But before we get to that,
we have Marine King versus Gumiho. Of course, tomorrow is going to be Jakji versus Dong Regu to round out the ESF matches. 5 p.m. Eastern every single day. Again, we're live here on twitch.tv/MLGSE2, MajorLeagueGaming.com. That being said, let's talk about today's match a little bit more. It's Marine King versus Gumiho. Now, Marine King, obviously everyone knows who this guy is. He has had the most massive fan base since the beginning of StarCraft 2. Everyone's always wondering, what is MKP up to? You know, he's such a handsome guy, and of course, Gumiho can never be ignored. He has led FXO to so many GSTL victories, one of the most solid Terran players in the game.
You know what's so crazy about these two players when they match up? So, they're both hyper-aggressive players. Marine King, especially in TVT, plays like it's crazy base racy style. He loves to be out there on the map, super aggressive. Gumiho's the guy who's got like 6 arms, doing 5 drops at the same time. And, you know, I've seen them both play so much TVT. I know exactly how their TVTs go, but I can't remember seeing them play each other in TVT. I know it's happened before. I've probably seen it, but I can't recall it exactly.
It hasn't happened in Heart of the Storm, I can tell you that much.
And
well, it might have happened on Ladder, but
it's like you've got 2 guys who are lightning bolts. What happens when lightning hits lightning?
Apparently that can happen.
Oh, well, we'll see.
But, well, a very small percentage. Isn't that the saying, like, lightning can never strike twice in the same place?
Well, no, this is lightning striking the lightning bolt.
Same place at the same time.
Exactly, same time.
Scary.
this is even less likely. But you know what?
I'm eager to find out.
It's going to happen right now. Let's jump into the first game.
Let's do it. Game 1, of course, here of this best of 5. Again, the winner of this series gets an all-expenses-paid trip to the Winter Championship event in Dallas, Texas on March 15th. Here we are on Mr. Nicholas's favorite map.
That's right.
Neo
Bifrost.
In the bottom left-hand location. We have the blue Terran player from Team FXO is no stranger to winning lots of stuff. Very solid, very aggressive Terran player. He is Gumiho. His opponent in the top right-hand location is the red Terran player, one of the most fan-favorite persons. I don't know if I described that correctly, but he is loved and adored everywhere. Reddit StarCraft paid for him to go to an MLG event. From Team Prime, he is Marine King.
And talking about MLG events, I mean, Marine King's been to quite a few by now. No stranger to the high rankings of the MLGs, both the arenas and the championships. This guy's a veteran.
Yes.
Gumiho's been to several himself. Not quite as much experience at the MLG events, though. But look at this.
Oh, boy.
Marine King going gas first. I've heard people talk about how he's been just climbing the ladder with Hellbat drops in pretty much every matchup, but especially in TVT. You know what? Gumiho seems to think that's a good idea as well. Both going gas first, of course. Can't guarantee he'll be Hellbat drop, but I know Marine King is actually famous in the beta for climbing to rank 1 GM with just Hellbats.
With the name KT Flash, if I remember correctly.
Yes, yes. People thought that was Flash at first. Marine King says, no, it is me. And we'll have to see how this plays out on Bifrost, because this is not a map that's in the beta ladder pool.
Yeah. I think it's like a Prime thing where they use the Pro League guys' IDs. We had, of course, MKP using the name KT Flash, and I think Creator was using the name SKT Rain. Or it was another Prime Protoss what was doing that. But it's kind of funny to see these guys. Of course, Marine King was known as Boxer at one point.
This is true.
So he loves taking the names of his idols and doing crazy stuff with them. Of course, we're seeing both these guys logically after taking this first gas very early, going to be putting down that factory equally as fast. Probably going to add on reactors fairly soon, be able to start churning out those Hellions, or perhaps we'll see some Widowmine play. Or maybe we've seen. Oh, actually, we have a Reaper sneaking out here for Gumiho, so going to be foregoing that reactor for now, even adding on a second gas.
Interesting play here. A big divergence here, Marine King with the faster reactor, but the Reaper could do some damage unless he gets some Hellions out in time to push it away. Of course, Reaper great for Skynet as well. Another key difference here is that, I mean, is the building placement, right? Marine King's got his front base walled off. Gumiho said, you know what, I want to build them right by the minerals so the SCVs lose as little mine time as possible. It's easiest to defend these buildings because at the same time, units that defend them will defend the SCVs as well. A more tight-knit base, but the front door is open. So Hellions could drive right by there. Marine King with the proxy starport.
Oh, okay, so probably going to be Hellbat drop.
It is going to be, you know what though? Gumiho, he's going for the Banshee.
Oh, is he?
I mean, yeah, the tech lab's there. He's going for the Banshee. I'd love to see him get some Widowmines to help defend the Hellbats in the meantime, because it's definitely what Marine King's going for, is those Hellbats. The Reaper, he's going around the back.
He's going to swing in here. He's going to see double gas
He's
without a
see the
doubt.
armory
He's going to see everything, honestly.
Yeah, he knows exactly what's going on. I'd love to see a Widowmine or something, because we've seen it in Innovation versus TY matchup that basically the Banshee doesn't do anything to Hellbats. There's medevac there.
Yeah, because you can just micro them away, and even then you can just heal the weakened ones with the medevac, of course. But look at this, Marine King just getting straight into his opponent's main base. He doesn't even need the medevac, and there's nothing here.
There's one Marine. That's not going to last, but the Hellions are afraid, man.
Oh my gosh.
That
Well,
Marine
I
saying,
don't
I'm
think they are.
Spartacus.
I think they're just eager to turn into the mighty Hellbat.
It could be, but whatever the case, that Marine somehow scared 2 Hellions away.
Oh, he's feeling like a baller, but little does he know that they are coming back. And they are coming back in force, turning into Hellbats, and SCV even going to try to repair some. Ignite Afterburner is going to be activated, going straight to that middle line. Is Gumiho prepared? Remember, he scouted the army. He should know this is coming. The Hellbats are starting to get dropped by Marine King. There's 2 Hellions here, but Hellions, as long as they kite, are going to be better than the Hellbats. But
it's
there's
also
the medevac.
The medevac. Oh, getting some decent shots at those Hellions, trying to land the Hellbats on top of other units.
There's nowhere to run.
Ignite Afterburners is so good, man. He just runs down wherever Gumiho goes.
Alright, we do have a Banshee at the same time heading on over into his opponent's main base, so maybe you can take a look at that. We might get some picture-in-picture going on so we can watch the Banshee and these Battle Hellions at the same time. SCV's trying to huddle themselves into a corner, but the Hellbats just wrecking these SCVs. 15 HP is all that remains, or 3 SCVs is all that remains.
You know what? Well, the Hellbats have ravaged Gumiho's base. There's no answer to the Banshee. Marine King never followed us up the starport in the Viking.
Man.
He's desperately trying to build 3 missile turrets, but the Banshee's actually killed everything. Marine King's base is forfeit. He can't stop the Banshee.
Okay, so we're at 6 Harvesters to 1. Gumiho has, now down to 4, down to 2. The Hellbats pretty much killing every last SCV, and the Banshee can't do anything about it. Not enough money for a Viking. 1 Harvester to 0.
Oh, Marine King did get a Viking out.
Oh.
But the Banshee cloaked, but all Marine King's got to do...
Scan.
Yeah,
And just wait for the energy to go
he
away.
can just wait
and lift up all of his buildings if he wants.
And Gumiho, he's trying to land a mule.
There's 4 more Hellions. No, there's no way.
He needs to somehow get the money to get a Viking, but the Medivac is going to hang out there.
Yeah.
And the instant he lands a mule, he'll just drop the Hellbats, kill the mule, and pick it back up again.
Banshee is gone. Gumiho down to 3 supply. And there is the GG Marine King taking game number 1. Started off with the Hellbat drop. You know, Gumiho did a great job, at least, trying to salvage his SCVs while doing damage to the Banshee. He killed every SCV from Marine King, but it came down to the end there where Marine King was able to get that Viking out, able to get more Hellions on the field, and Gumiho simply had no answer.
You know, basically came down to, like you said, the 1 Viking. 150 mineral difference, because if Gumiho could have gotten a Viking as well, it would have equalized the situation. So, like, how much of that was those 2 Hellions at the beginning forcing SCVs off the line? Like, if Gumiho had the Woolen and never had to pull those SCVs,
yep,
he might have had an extra 150 minerals to get that Viking.
He scouted the armory too.
He did.
When you scout the armory, what should be your first response? I mean, what could Gumiho have done different? Like get the Viking instead of the Banshee? I mean,
I
then he doesn't kill his opponent's SCV.
Yeah,
so.
I think you got to get the Banshee first.
Yeah, and then the Viking.
But he could have gone a Viking second, and he got 2 Banshees, and the second Banshee's like, what's it gonna do, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All right, Marine King taking a pretty quick game number 1 with some nice Hellbat play, with some nice micro mixed in there as well. A game that resulted in these guys having pretty much no Harvesters. We'll have to see what changes in game number 2 of this best of 5. Stay tuned.